50K. It's a whole lot of people. Yeah, so as you probably guessed, I hit 50,000 subscribers, which is absolutely insane, right? At the beginning of the year, I actually remember on New Year's Eve, I was at a dinner with some friends of mine, and we were talking about New Year's resolutions, and my goal was to hit 10,000 by the end of this year, and now we're going to be more than 50,000 by the time 2021 rolls around, which is, yeah, that's nutty. I obviously owe you guys a massive thank you. Every single one of you guys who subscribed or commented or liked, and especially my Patreon supporters, you guys have had an immeasurable impact on growing this channel from really just a fledgling idea to what is now a behemoth. Can I say behemoth? I don't know if it's a behemoth, but a real sizable channel that's having an impact and is building a real community. As a token of my appreciation, I'm going to be doing a big giveaway. I'm going to be giving away a whole bunch of Coby Explains merch. I don't know if you can see, I'm wearing a shirt right now. That's going to come at the end of the video. But first, I want to address something that I've seen come up in my comment section more than a couple of times. Why am I putting my face in these videos at all, right? Why don't I just talk and put B-roll over it like a whole bunch of other channels out there? That's actually a really good question, and it's an intentional decision on my part. In my experience, I have always found that I learn better when I'm able to have sort of a visceral connection to the person who is actually teaching me things, right? Which is why it's so important to have this sort of face-to-face interaction between me and you guys. Even though it's not really face-to-face, right? I'm just sitting here talking to a camera. It helps you or at least it helps me to absorb the information and contextualize it a little bit better. That being said, I think that this connection would be even stronger if you guys knew a little bit more about me, right? Admittedly, I am very scripted. My computer sits right here, and I read lines, and I present to the camera, and it leaves very little room for you guys to understand who I am as a person, what my personality is like, what my background is like, so that we can really make that connection that makes the channel special. So I figured that at this milestone, a proper Q&A is probably in order. I asked my patrons and I asked my Instagram followers to send me some questions for me to answer. I'm going to do that right now. So yeah, let's get into it. It's Tomato Gearoy says, do you like anything other than aviation? No. Jared V asks, what other hobbies do you have outside of aviation? I have a ton of hobbies. You guys probably don't want to hear about all of them right here, but something that I've picked up specifically during quarantine is DJing. I got myself a DDJ 400, which looks like this, and I'll just, chill in my backyard and I'll mix music for an hour or two if it's a nice day out. Great way to enjoy the outdoors and, listen to good music. So, Mini Air Crash Investigation asked, what compelled you to start your channel? So back in 2018, I toured the Boeing factory for the first time. And on the tour, I met this woman. I can't for the life of me remember her name, but she was starting at Boeing the following week, and I had a really great conversation with her sort of about Boeing and just sharing my love for planes. And that was such a unique experience for me because none of my friends like commercial aviation. My parents, my family doesn't like it, so I don't have a lot of people to share my passion with. And, it brings me a lot of joy that I now have this really robust community behind me. It's really incredible. Timmy Sarchi Photo says, what size shoe are you? I'm a size 11. Aviation Martin asks, what's the most exotic plane you've ever flown on? In 2018, I flew on an A340-600 operated by Virgin Atlantic. They actually pulled it out of storage while their 787s were undergoing engine repairs. And I think it was one of a handful of A340-600s that were still flying, right? They're very rare nowadays. So yeah, it was cool. I didn't love it, to be honest, but it was still cool. Dat Tax Pony asks, how did I become a dookie, and do I play any sports besides water polo? My water polo days are kind of behind me. Now I play a lot of pickup basketball. Huge basketball guy. And part of the reason, admittedly, why I went to Duke was because of the basketball. I'll see if I can find some fun clips of me in the crowd in college that I can flash on the screen. But yeah, I was so into that shit. BWI Aviation said, I'm curious what you majored in at Duke. Yeah, so I was an economics major. I did a certificate in markets and management. And I found that a lot of the classes that I did actually have been really beneficial for this channel, right? I took classes in supply chains and value chains, in the psychology of the business. I actually have done a couple of videos where I took papers that I wrote in school and kind of just cut them down and made them into sort of a script format. The Southwest video was a paper that I wrote in school that I kind of just repurposed. Cool Transport asks, do you like trains? Yeah. P. Tyloo84 says, what would be your dream job in the aviation industry? It's a good question. I actually really like what Sam Chewy does. I don't know if I could do YouTube as a full-time career, but being able to go around and interview all these folks at different companies, right? Get sneak peeks at like the Boeing South Carolina plant and getting to fly on like private jets. I mean, come on. That is so sick. I would love to do that. Also, I don't know, I'll put what percentage of subscribers I have compared to Sam somewhere on here. He probably doesn't even know who I am, but Sam, if you're in the off chance you're watching this, hey, if you want to collab, let me know. I'm totally game. Frederick of Prussia asked, do I have any children? How old do you think I am? The Chungstagram asks, what's your most favorite plane? So I'm not going to answer this here. I'm going to probably dedicate a full video to it maybe when I hit 100K, because there's a really long story behind it. And the story actually helps to explain my passion for aviation in general. But if you want to speculate, the comment section is wide open for you to do that. So go put your theories down there. And the last question from Siam Dahal is, do you prefer Boeing or Airbus and why? This is a great question. I get it all the time. Without a doubt, my favorite is. So now that that part of the video is out of the way, let me get into the details for the giveaway. So as you guys probably know, I recently launched a merch line. I'm actually wearing, I don't know if you can see this, wearing one of the shirts right now. Yeah, really stoked with how it turned out. And I'm going to be giving away 3 shirts to 3 lucky winners. I'll throw up the designs on the screen right now. If you guys want to check out the full store, I'll leave a link to it in the video description. And you can also check it out at the link in the upper right. So again, I'll be giving away 3 t-shirts to 3 lucky winners. And to enter, you just got to follow these 3 easy steps. Step 1, you got to be a subscriber. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now. And hit the bell icon to make sure that you're updated whenever I post a new video. Step 2, head on over to Instagram and follow at Coby Explains if you haven't done so already. Step 3, on my most recent Instagram post, leave a like and also comment what your favorite airplane is and why. I'm going to be selecting the winners based on my 3 favorite answers, so make sure you put some time and effort into it. So yeah, that's it. Pretty easy, and best of luck to everyone. And yeah, again, thank you guys so much for all of the support in getting me to 50K. It really has been an honor and a pleasure to build this community, and I can't wait to see where it goes in the future. I should also probably mention that I won't be posting for a few weeks. I need a break, so I will be back to you guys probably sometime in mid-January with more great content. But until then, stay safe, and until I see you again, don't forget to look up.